yeah, there's very raw feelings and just crazy to, yeah, medal at an Olympics.
It's a very rare thing to have, an Olympic medal, and yeah, we're savouring every moment.
So overwhelming, so excited, just so full of emotions.
I think most athletes have a sort of rocky road when it comes to training, and there's always setbacks and ups and downs, and the last 3 years have been just dedication, hard work, and even before that it was a lot of, can I do this? Is this going to actually happen for both of us? And yeah, it just feels amazing to finally become Olympians, and then become an Olympian for myself, and then leave with a medal is just so special.
I mean, it feels really weird for an Olympic medal. I've won some medals, so I first got in the team maybe like 10 years ago when I was a lot younger, and then I kind of had a few years kind of finding my feet, and then I've gotten back on the last few years. So yeah, it's been up and down, but it feels having the Olympic medal now is like the pinnacle now. I feel like it doesn't really match to the other medals. Kind of, now I've got this, I feel like kind of whole.
I think we definitely knew that we wanted to medal. We had such a big chance in the women's relay. You know, the depth in the nation is insane. I think even to make the squad is actually such an incredible achievement. I think Lina in the 4 hurdles as well, it's so hard to make that 400-metre squad because we've just got such an immense talent in the UK, and so we knew that if we put 4 girls in the final that they would be good enough to medal, and so it was just about making that final, and the girls did such an incredible job qualifying us for the final, and then we came in the final and got the job done. So it's yeah, such an incredible achievement.
I definitely think we went in very confident, and I'm happy we did because we knew we could come away with a medal. We just needed to back ourselves. I think I said before we even came away with the medal, I think Worlds last year, springboarding off that silver and bronze medal in the mixed and the women's 4x4 really just gave us the boost we needed to lock in and know, you know what, we have a really strong team. We have so many women that can run so many amazing legs, and we saw that when we swapped our whole heats out for a whole new set of fresh legs for the final. So yeah, just really confident and backed ourselves and happy we came away with a medal.
Watching is definitely more stressful than running, I think. We watched the boys obviously become European record holders and bronze medalists, and the tears were already flowing just seeing them. They've had such a difficult time as the men's 4x4, so we were really proud, and we were just crying. And then when the girls came out, our legs were shaking. We were just so nervous, knowing that it was up to them for all 8 of us to have that opportunity of a medal. I don't know how they handled that pressure, and it was very stressful at the beginning of the race because it was just so competitive, and then yeah, just when the last leg crossed the line, we just screamed, and that's why my voice sounds like this. But it was such a special moment because I remember thinking our lives have changed.
Yeah, I think there were so many emotions, even after competing in the heats, just in the stands, watching them run in the final. So nervous, shaking, Lina crying. So I think there was definitely still a lot of emotion, and yeah, there's very raw feelings and just crazy to, yeah, medal at an Olympics.
You know, I think it was quite a nice pressure to have, I think, because we knew the girls had done such an incredible job the day before. It was just about us completing that job. And you know, I remember our team coach said to us, like, don't just do this for yourselves, do this for the whole squad, do it for the nation, like think about the next girl that you're handing the baton over to. And so I think that gave me a little bit of a lift. It gave me a push, and definitely the crowd in the stadium also gave me a bit of a lift in my performances. It's the fastest I've ever run in a relay, and to do that in the Olympic final was just so incredible. And I wasn't really thinking so much about the pressure. I just wanted to give it my absolute best for not just the team on the day, but the entire squad and all the teams behind the main team.
Just seeing it as any other race, I think that's the most important thing. I think, you know, when you think that it's an Olympic Games, the occasion can maybe overwhelm you if you let it. You know, when you think of the Olympic Games, it's probably the biggest race you'll ever do in your life. So I guess for me, maybe just seeing it as any other race, and also just thinking these girls that you race, you know, it's the same girls that are kind of on the circuit. It's no one really new that kind of pops out. They might, you know, run a faster time on the day here or there, but like it's the same type of people that you see. So I guess to keep my nerves in check is just seeing it as any other race.
So we were in the stands kind of around the middle of the first bend, and it was really lovely because there were a lot of British fans in that stadium, and one of the British fans actually gave us a flag. and he said, "You're going to need this," when the girls walked out, and we were just holding the flag, and it was actually Nicole that ran over to us and was like, "Can I take this?" And we were like, "Take it," and then they all saw us and gave us a hug when they did their victory lap, and we were just in tears and just crying, and it was just so special. And when we even walked up out of the stadium, we had so many British fans saying congratulations to us, and we were like, "We've got to get ready for the podium," and it was just such a surreal night. And yeah, standing on that podium was just incredible, all 8 of us. I think it was just something that's never happened before, and I think it shows where 400-meter running is going in this country.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a crazy switch once you actually cross that line. I think once you're on the track, well, I know for me at least, I'm just so narrowed in on the track and on the race, and it almost seems that once you cross the line, it's a completely different stadium. You suddenly take in all the people, you take in the crowds, you take in the screens, you take in that we just medaled at an Olympics. So I think, yeah, it's just such a different dynamic. You enter the stadium and all I see is the track, my lane, the race, and once you cross that line, it's just so much energy, so much happiness, and yeah, just a whole different environment.
Oh, I couldn't watch it, so once I handed the baton over, I walked to the side and I laid down and just had my head in my hands because I just couldn't watch it. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was such a tight race. I think is a lot quicker than I thought it would be to get even 4th, 5th and 6th, and it could have been us, but thank goodness it wasn't. And so I just kind of had my head in my hands and kind of watched the last 10 metres when I realised that we had bronze.
It was electric being in the stadium. I agree with Yemi, when you're on the track you're kind of quite locked in, so when I'm on the start line I don't really notice the kind of intricacies and stuff, but when you finish the start, when I finished the race and you kind of just take a look at everything. I mean, even the track looked really cool, the purple track, and it's only when I finished I was like, you know, it looks with I think with the purple stands and stuff, it all looked like so cool, and you know, just the amount of people there, and yeah, it was electric, it was crazy, and I don't know, anything will match up to that, I don't know.
We know the level of performances that the top girls are doing, and we want to emulate that, so it's always nice having fast girls to kind of chase and know that, you know, if you want to be good you have to kind of close that gap, and it's just lovely, friendly competition, and it's a nice group of girls that we have in this country running the 400 and the 4 hurdles.
This is what we dreamed of. I think when we started athletics, we knew that there was a talent there, and we knew that the passion was there, and it took a while for us, I think, to find the right training setup, to find the right environment for us, to find that commitment that we were both able to do, because it's not been an easy journey. And I think there were moments when we thought it wouldn't happen, and we just kept on striving, kept on fighting, just trying to stay on top. And for us to win these medals is I think it's a combination not just of hard work, but of commitment and perseverance and resilience, and it's a representation of so many things. I think the Olympic medal, this one will probably stay with us for the rest of our lives, the importance of this.